Good evening, everyone. I am FIDE Instructor and an international chess player, Atul Dahale, and welcome to our new lecture here, a new video that will be related to the World Chess Champion, Bobby Fischer. Well, I guess I am live here. Yeah, I'm live. So, guys, our today's topic of discussion is about learning from the great master, you can say, Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer was very famous for his game, obviously, and one more thing was very famous about him was his contribution to the game of chess. Because ever since he came to the chess field, he contributed in a very big way for the development of chess. Because of him, you can say like nowadays we have good standards of chess everywhere. Because whenever he went to the tournaments, he made sure that the tournament conditions are good, players are given respect and everything. And another thing which I would like to talk about Fischer was he was a child prodigy. When he was just 13 years old, he already was among the top players in USA. He won the national championship also at a very young age, and he became the grandmaster. Yes, he became the grandmaster, I think like at the age of 15 only. So that was itself a very big record at that time. And he studied chess by himself, like nobody was there to teach him. He was a very special kid, you can say. And he learned Russian language to study the books. Means initially when chess was not that much developed, or you can say that much worldwide famous, before that era, Russians were the superpower in chess. Okay, so in Russia, what they used to do, that they used to print everything in Russian. And if you want to learn chess, then you need to read all the Russian books. So he specially learned Russian, and then after learning it, he started studying chess from the Russian books. And he was like a very voracious reader, you can say. Whichever magazine came at that time in Russian, he used to grab the first copy of it and he used to study it properly, and then he used to try to implement it in his games also. So there are many occasions where he played in a very great manner, you can say, against very strong players, and slowly and gradually he made up his way to the all the way to the World Chess Championship match. And when he decided to play the World Championship match against great Boris Spassky, you can say, okay, his name was Boris Spassky, against whom he played the World Chess Championship match, it became like the Cold War. Because at that time the match happened in the year of 1972. At that time the Cold War was going on between Russia and America. So he was representing America, so you can say like he was representing the west, rest of the west, and here eastern country, that is the Russian, was there. So it was a very tense match. All the world was looking out for the match, not only for the chess purpose but for the political purpose also. Because it showed like who is going to dominate the most complicated, or you can say the intellectual world of chess. So he worked very hard for the World Chess Championship match, and in 1972 the match was played in Reykjavik, and he won that match with a great style. Okay, there were some disputes when the match started, but once the match started, it was phenomenal. It was covered by many large publications, you can say news channels and everywhere. It was one of the most famous chess match in the history of chess until now. So there are many things which we can learn from Bobby Fischer, especially about chess. You can say like he used to play in a very aggressive manner. He was very precise, and he used to say one thing which is very famous, that he used to say like chess is all about timing. Well, timing is not about as we know that on the chessboard, besides it we have a clock and we need to press the clock, and it's not about the timing there. He used to say like timing means what? Like taking decisions at the right moment at the right time. That is the timing. Because in general life also we know this thing, that the timing matters a lot. What type of decision we take in particular time or situation, it changes everything. And that's what he used to say on the chessboard also. Like you need to understand the moment where you need to take the particular decision. If you miss that timing, if you miss that decision making movement, then you're not going to win the game. So guys, Today I'm going to show you a very interesting and a short game. It was played between Robert Bryan and Robert James Fischer. One thing about this tournament where this match was played was it was played in USA's championship in 1963, and in this championship Fischer won all the games. That was the special thing about this championship. He won all the games. The games were 11 games in this tournament, and he won all the games. And the second player which came in this match was Larry Evans, and he was 3.5 points behind Fischer. So you can say like he dominated the tournament at a very young age at 1963. So guys, and one more thing about this particular game which we are going to see is that when his opponent Robert Bryan decided to resign the game, the commentators were there. They were quite strong commentators. They were grandmasters, and they were trying like showing that okay, this is the thing happening, this and that, and they felt like Fischer is losing. But when the game was over, at that time they were commenting, and two grandmasters, they did not have a clue that it is actually Fischer's opponent who resigned in that game, and the game is over. So that is how this much complicated position was there in the end. I'll be showing you everything step by step, so just be there with me and enjoy the content. One more thing I want to tell you that here that Unacademy's subscription is there. Okay, so if you want to subscribe to Unacademy's platform, then definitely you can do it by Creative Corner subscription is there. 10% off is there, guys, and you can use that facility or the offer by using my coupon code, that is Atul YT10. Okay, I hope that you will do it, and by using the code which I have given on the screen here, Unacademy's Creative Corner platform, just use it, guys, and have great things. I'll be sharing you the link is given in the description. And one more thing is there which I want to tell you, that for the chess Creative Corner, I'm writing down it, Creative Corner Chess, this group have been created on Telegram, so you can join that group also if you want to get more updates about the sessions and everything. So let's start with the game and understand what happened in this game, how the game proceeded. So the game started with d4, then knight f6, c4, g6, g3, c6, bishop to g2, d5. Okay, this is the normal position you can say on the board. And one thing is there that after this you need to play very precisely from both the sides. So white plays c into d5, c into d5, and he plays knight to c3. One thing is quite clear in this position, that both the sides are playing almost similar in a similar way, correct? Means they have developed the bishops over here, the pawn has been played from the both sides. It's like a copycat situation. This knight has been developed, the white has also developed this knight here, this pawn is there, this pawn is there. This is the symmetrical thing. Okay, so when the symmetrical things are going to happen, we need to understand, we need to do something in this position. So the game continued with e3 move. After e3, black played castles. After castles, knight g2 was played, and then white played knight c6. Okay, the only difference you can say in this position, that white has not played knight to f3, he has played knight g2. Okay, so white castled in this position, and now we need to understand that we need to develop this bishop on c8. That is the first thing we need to do. So here, how to develop that bishop here in this position, we need to figure it out, correct? So here the bishop can be developed via two places. One is like we can play bishop to f5, and another idea is to play b6 and then bishop b7 or bishop a6. This is also one of the moves which you can play in this position. Fair enough. So here, if I will tell you like what happens if you develop your bishop to f5 square, then white can play f3 followed by e4 is going to come on the board, and this bishop must be feeling a little bit awkwardly placed, because if you play e6 kind of move, then after g4 the bishop will be trapped. You can see that there is no good square for the bishop, and black will just lose the bishop. So in order not to be in the fireplace here, Bobby Fischer, means Robert James Fischer, his original name, I forgot to talk about that thing. Okay, Robert J. Fischer, he was from USA. Okay, b6 was played in order to develop the bishop on this square. Okay, as I already mentioned. So white also played the same thing, b3. He is you can say like a copycat, doing copycat in this position, and now he brings the bishop over here to a6 square. White also plays bishop to a3. Now he plays rook to e8. Well, until now you can say like both sides are playing in a very similar way, very similar way. White is black is controlling all these squares. White is also doing something same way. This bishop has been developed here, not there, sorry. This bishop has been developed on this diagonal. This bishop is also on this diagonal. So Fischer understood that he needs to change the character of the position. So how to change the character of the position is the next thing. And guys, if you are there, please let me know. You can send me a message like hi, hello, something like that, so that we will be quite glad. Okay, fine. So here rook to e8, queen d2, and now you can play e5. This is what Fischer played. Why is he playing this move? Well, he's playing this move because he wants to change the character of the position. And one more thing is there, that he played this move in order to get some room for his pieces. Okay, the room for his pieces means what? We know this thing that we need to develop our pieces as quickly as possible in the opening phase, right? We need to control the center, we need to open up the pieces, and the third thing is like we need to safeguard our king. So here all those things have already been done from both the sides, and after development on everything, it's time to take charge of the game. That's why Fischer played e5 move. By playing the e5 move here, e5, this is the move I'm talking about, the previous move. What he is trying to do is like he wants to open up this bishop's diagonal. One thing is there. Another thing is that if you capture, in the game it was captured, knight into e5, you can see that this bishop's diagonal is opened. This knight is going to have this d3 square because this bishop is pointing towards it. And okay, if white tries to capture on d5, it will be a mistake. Now you might say that okay, in chess I have talked about this thing earlier also, that there are two types of pieces on the chessboard always present. The side which is attacking usually has, you can say, the attacking pieces, and the side which is defending, that side will be having defenders. So the number of attackers in this position from the white side, okay, here the pawn on d5 is being attacked by 1, 2 and 3 pieces, and black is defending that same pawn with 1 and 2 pieces. So it looks like okay, white can just going to capture the pawn on d5 and it should be good for him. He'll be one pawn up, means he'll have one extra pawn. But there is something more in this position that you need to understand, and Fischer thought about this position in a much more deeper way. Okay, what he saw in this position is just 1 minute. Okay, okay, fine. So knight to e5, here, as I was saying, sorry about the delay, I was just checking something. Then knight captures d5 if you play. Then the problem is that if you capture here, the knight will capture on d5. Okay, and after knight into d5, the thing is that if you capture bishop into d5, then okay, we can say like here this bishop cannot really move anywhere. And another thing is that the queen on d2 is supporting the knight on e2 as well as the bishop on d5. So it is doing the double duty in this position, you can say. Okay, so whenever somebody is overloaded, it is called as the overloading. Okay, means doing two things at the same time is not the queen on the chessboard can do. Okay, we know this thing that our queens in general life, our mom and everybody, the woman, they can do multitasking very easily. But on the chessboard, for the queen to do multitasking is a little bit difficult, because here the rules are there. We cannot really break the rules. The general rules are there, and that's why here the distraction can happen. The technique of distraction is there. See, this queen is supporting both the pieces, as I already talked about. So here our queen on d8 is attacking the bishop on d5. Another thing is that this bishop on a6 is attacking the knight on a2. So what to do in this position? Can you guess? Well, if you pay attention to this thing properly, then you will understand that the knight on e2 can be captured with the bishop. The queen needs to capture it, right? The queen needs to capture it. And if the queen captures here, the support for the bishop is completely gone. And black can play queen into d5 in this case, and the game will be over. Okay. Another important move in this position which I want to talk about is, like, let's suppose after this white can capture here also, but in that case the queen will be hanging. Okay. Yes, Suresh Dudhagi, yes, correct. I was coming to that point only. The queen is hanging, that is the point. So here, as we can see that the bishop cannot move, you have a nice move, that is knight to f3 check. And by playing this move, you will be winning the queen for sure, because if I have already saw, like in the previous variation, if bishop captures on f3 or bishop moves anywhere, then we can just capture on d2. The queen is gone, and with it the game should also be over. Okay, so thank you very much, Suresh, for telling and joining the stream over here. So now this variation is not working. Let's see what happens if he tries to play in a different way. Then after knight takes d5, queen takes d5 if you play, then you can already see that the knight on e2 is completely hanging, and we can start with queen into d5, bishop into d5, and then bishop into e2 is there. Or we have another move also, that is rook to d8. Well, by playing rook to d8, bishop c4 is one of the moves which might be played on the board, but we don't need to worry about it. We have knight into c4 and b into c4, bishop into c4. The rook on here is hanging. Another thing is that after this we can even first capture bishop into a1. He will capture bishop into rook into a1, and then bishop into c4. There are plenty of things which are happening, and black is surely winning in this position, correct? So the capture on d5 is not working. That is what I want to tell you. So the pawn is indirectly, you can say, supported magically, and now he plays rook f d8, rook f d1, and now here, as I mentioned earlier, this bishop is attacking on this diagonal, correct? And this knight is also there, so it has this beautiful square on which it can come. Okay, Nampreet has also joined. Good to see you, Nampreet. Okay, guys, yes, today's live chat is today there is no one in the chat. I don't know why. Maybe you people did not get the notification or something. You are a little bit late. The class starts at 4:30. Try to come on the time. It is on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Classes timing is fixed, Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, and you can enjoy more if you come on time. So knight to c3, knight to d3, sorry, and now he plays queen to c2 square. Well, now here Fischer understood that he needs to do something, because now this rook is attacking on d3, bishop is the only one supported, and queen is also attacking. So if you play any random move, let's suppose you play knight e4, okay, just for the sake of clarity. Here white will be very glad to capture on d3, and after bishop captures on d3, queen will be capturing on d3, and you will lose one piece. If you calculate number of pieces, 1 2 3 4 5 pieces are there from the black side, and white is having 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So white will be the one who will be in profit, and that is not something which we want in the position. Okay, so now queen c2, this move was played, and here Fischer thought for a while, and he found out a brilliant sacrifice in this position. You can see that there are some things which are happening. Attackers and defenders I already talked about, and in that case these pieces are there on the queen side, correct? जो भी pieces मैंने highlight किए हैं वो queen side पे है, and there are very few pieces on the king side. You can say this bishop and the knight, these are only two pieces which are guarding the king over here. Maybe this pawn is also, you can consider this pawns also. So there are less number of pieces, but what we have this knight which can jump over here. Okay, another thing is this knight is also ready to jump here. Another thing is that the queen is also ready to come in the game anytime. This bishop is also aiming towards it. This bishop is opened up, and this rook can always attack here. So black's pieces are more likely to attack in this position in a much more better way, but the defenders are not there. So you can say like it's more easy for us to score a goal if you consider the football analogy, right? So guys, are you there with me? Just send me a hi or something like that so that I will understand that you guys are there with me and you are also learning and enjoying with me. Okay, I will have a sip of water until you answer me. Okay, feel free to send a hi. There is a very less water. Okay, fine. So queen to c2, and here black decided to capture on f2 and blown open the file. Okay, he wants to open up the file. Yes, Suresh is here. Knight into f2 was played by Fischer, and after knight to f2, if king into f2, you can see, yes, Siddesh Abnave is also there. Good to see you guys. You should send me hi or something like that. It helps to know also what you are thinking and all. So knight comes to g4 square. Now we are having this check, and I'm going to ask you something now in this position. I would like that if you also participate in this live chat. Okay, Praveen Chavan is also, yes, good to see you here. King g1, knight captures on e3. Now in this position, all these three pieces are being attacked. So when the knight attacks more than two pieces, it is called as the family fork. Okay, so family fork is here. So I have my first question for you, as you guys are there. After queen d2, which piece will you capture? Rook? Will you capture the rook or will you capture the bishop on g2? Chalo batao. I will wait for your answer and you tell me which piece will you capture. And guess like what Fischer must have captured. Like Fischer means Robert James Fischer, who is playing with the black pieces, the world chess champion, guys. क्या लगता है क्या capture किया होगा? You should understand the theory which I talked about, the attackers and defenders theory. You should not forget about it. Okay, what do you think that black has captured in this position? Bishop. Okay, Siddesh is absolutely right about this thing, that the bishop should be captured in this position because bishop is the only defender there on that side of the board. Correct. So here Fischer, instead of capturing on d1, which looks very natural, like capturing a major piece, but that major piece is not important for us. What we want in this position is like we want his king. That is what Fischer also thought. So Fischer went for the bishop, he captured it. Now the next step is bringing more pieces. Yes, Suresh, you are also right about this thing, bringing more pieces towards the attack. Correct. We have seen that thing also, that bring all the toys to the party. Our today's topic of discussion on Creative Corners platform, means Unacademy's platform, at 6 o'clock. We will be having one session from 6 to 7 every single day from today, and we'll be having a course on Creative Corners platform, that is Attacking Chess Part 2. Okay, and in that I'll be showing you different games and interesting games where I will show you the attacking themes. Okay, so you guys, if you want to learn attacking skills, then you are all welcome to the course, and you can register for the course, you can subscribe for the course. The links are given in the description, and you can use my coupon code, that is ATULYT10, and the discount for 10% is there only till the 28th of February. So what I was saying is like this bishop needs to come in the game because its job is already done. So but before, if you play bishop b7, then opponent will play knight d4, and your hope of pushing this pawn forward and bringing the bishop in the light, or you can say, it will not be there. Correct. So that's why here Bobby Fischer sacrificed yet another thing on the position, in this position, that he played d4. By playing d4, he is attacking the knight on c3, plus the bishop is also coming up in the game on this diagonal. So once the bishop comes in the game, white's king is just going to get checkmated very soon. Okay, this is not that obvious. And the funny part which I was talking about, that here commentators who were grandmasters, who was talking in the different room, you can say, at that time, they thought like white is completely winning because he is piece up and the king will be saved for sure according to them, and they felt like, okay, the position is going to get over. But there was a surprise waiting for them, that is bishop b7, king f1 was played, and here Robert James Fischer played queen d7, and after queen to d7, here white player actually resigned, and nobody understood. They shook the hands, because in chess when you shook the hand, like shake the hands, it means that okay, I resigned, you won the game, congratulations. But the funny part is, like, the people who were witnessing the game, or you can say watching, the commentators, they did not understand that thing. They felt like here Fischer is piece down because he is having less piece in this position, and that's why black resigned. Okay, but the truth is that black is actually winning in this position no matter what. One complementary variation I can show you, which is a very nice variation which did not happen on the board, but that variation was queen to f2. If you play, then queen will arrive on h3. That's why queen d3, queen d7 was played. Queen h3 check. Now if king g1 is played, now we know this thing that queen g2 is the checkmate which black wants in this position with the help of the bishop, but this queen is supporting it. So now the next task is to deflect it. So how to deflect it? If you capture on d4 hoping that he will capture queen into d4 and you will checkmate him, that is not going to happen, because he has this rook over here and rook will capture. So Fischer saw a very beautiful line, that he saw like, first I will capture on, means I will deflect the rook on d1, and then I will see again this queen is doing the double duty. And as I said earlier that on the chessboard multitasking is not possible for the queen. Okay, means it's a very difficult thing, and now that's why rook e1 is a beautiful move which black has. And after this rook into e1, now the next move is bishop into d4, and it is very important, like you need to capture here. If you don't capture, then anyhow the queen is pinned. Like let's suppose you play rook e2, then also queen g2 is the check and mate, because the queen cannot capture here. And if you play rook e3, then again a good move is there, bishop into e3. And finally you need to capture, otherwise anyhow queen g2 checkmate is there. So if you capture here, then queen g2 is a check and mate on the board. So this is how, beautiful manner Robert James Fischer, or you can say the Bobby Fischer, is like named after, like this Bobby Fischer, everybody loves to call him like that. The legend has won the game. It was a very beautiful game. It started with series of good moves. The knight into f2 was the starting move, and after that the knight jump here, the knight came on this square, he did not go for the rook, he captured on g2, and after this he opened up the diagonal for the bishop. So step by step, right, one move at a time, and it changed many things. Yes, Suresh, you are absolutely right about that, that is how you need to proceed in that case. That is how. And one more thing I want to tell you guys, 10% discount is there, and don't forget to take the advantage of the discount if you have not yet subscribed to the Unacademy's platform. Okay, don't forget to do it. I'll be showing you something here, just give me a moment. Okay, just 1 minute. So guys, this is what I wanted to show you, that Unacademy's Creative Corner has 10% discount. Don't forget to get this discount, and this is the last chance. It will be getting over very soon on 28th of February. Okay, this is the one thing. See here, 10% discount is there. Use my coupon code, that is Atul YT10. Okay, Atul YT10. The links to subscribe is also given in the description, and you can even join the Telegram group of Creative Corner Chess. You just need to find out Creative Corner Chess and on Telegram, and you will be able to join the group over there. So I hope that you will be there and you will subscribe for Unacademy's plus subscription is there, 10%, and do it. It's February month, it's a good month, you can say. And from today I will be starting with a new course that is related to the attacking in chess. Part 2 will be there, and we'll be learning many great things every day at 6 o'clock in Unacademy's Creative Corner platform. I'm talking about the website. We'll be having a session from 6 to 7. Okay, so guys, every day come there, Monday to Sunday, 6 to 7 on Unacademy's Creative Corner. Okay, for chess, learn chess with fun with me. Thank you very much, and goodbye, and take care, guys. Okay, so this we had fun today. I hope that you will come to the plus classes also on platform and here on YouTube. We'll be having sessions on every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Okay, see you then. Bye bye. Don't forget to like the stream before you leave, and we'll be meeting very soon at 6 o'clock today on platform. Goodbye and take care.